today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're on your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Handoff.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Derrick Henry.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd and 9.
Now Wentz. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to
play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Damon Harrison able to record his 5th sack.
Time set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert back to the air. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
40-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Herbert's pass.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they'll play. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And it's complete to Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first.
Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
the Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 49.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
14. 1st down, Jaguars.
Herbert throwing again. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Jones. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
First and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Not much there, only a yard. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the Eagles, it's a fourth win of the